What is up, Destination Devy fam? Welcome back. On this episode of the Fantasy Outlook, we'll be taking a look at Minnesota Vikings wide receivers Justin Jefferson and Adam Thielen and sort of look at how these two may play off of one another this year in 2020. Now, Justin Jefferson, the first-round pick wide receiver out of LSU, was a part of that historic Tigers team who just absolutely dismantled every team they faced in 2019. Jefferson, over 100 receptions, 1,500 yards, and 18 touchdowns. Those would have been close to SEC records had he not played with Jamar Chase. But when you look at his production from the slot in 2019, 575 of his 583 routes were run out of the slot position. 109 of 111 receptions came out of the slot. Majority of his receiving yards, he was able to force 24 missed tackles and had 37 plays of 15-plus yards. Jefferson is the slot receiver, and I know a lot of people are used to seeing Adam Thielen play that position, but they drafted Jefferson where they did for a reason, and they're going to utilize his skill set inside in the slot, and that should work very well with what Kirk Cousins does. I don't believe that he is a Stefon Diggs replacement. They're two different type of players. Now, when you look at Stefon Diggs' draft profile coming out of Maryland, a little bit smaller than Justin Jefferson at 6 foot 195. Just a tad bit slower. And I mean, it's 4.42 versus 4.46. So a little bit slower in the 40. His speed score and burst score are also lower than Justin Jefferson. But when you watch Diggs on the field after posting back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, he's an explosive, dynamic playmaker when he's on the field and playing. He's one of the best route runners in the league. And I think his skill set is something that Justin Jefferson can duplicate. He can produce in the Stefon Diggs role. Now, we all know Stefon Diggs is shipped off to the Buffalo Bills, and he's got to work things out with Josh Allen. But when you're talking about the Minnesota Vikings for the 2020 season, I am of the belief that Justin Jefferson's skill set is better suited on the inside. Now, if that happens, that means this man, Adam Thielen, is kicked back to the outside. And we've seen Adam Thielen be very productive inside. But let's not forget, at the beginning of his career, he took a lot of his snaps on the outside. In 2017 and 2018, 52% of those snaps came from the slot. So 48% of his snaps were coming on the outside. Now, when you look at Justin Jefferson's profile, a lot of people were concerned about his athleticism. Just how fast is Justin Jefferson? How explosive of an athlete was Justin Jefferson? And for those of you who do not know, coming out of high school, Justin Jefferson had a verified 40-yard dash time of 4.88. So even for myself, to see him run a 4.43, to have a speed score so high, to have a 90th percentile burst score, it was beyond impressive. And you see his best comparable player is Reggie Wayne. But we'll take a look at some of these plays, what Justin Jefferson is going to have to try to replicate, and how Adam Thielen fits on the outside. On this play here, it's Stefon Diggs at the top of the screen, and you just see what he can do after the catch, right? And if you can envision Justin Jefferson in this role, he does a lot of these similar things. He did a lot of these similar things at LSU, these quick screens, get the ball in his hands and let him make plays in space. And right here, Stefon Diggs, very good in the open field, very elusive, explosive, tough player to be sub 200 pounds. Now on this play, bottom of the screen, same route concept, bubble screen, smoke screen, get the ball in his hands quickly and let him make plays after the catch. And the reason why I show this type of play back to back is because it is something that Justin Jefferson excelled at while at LSU, and is something that transfers over to the NFL. You're just getting your playmakers the ball in space. And when we take a look at Justin Jefferson right here, this is what LSU did a lot in 2019, was just get Jefferson the ball in space. He's very good after the catch. He's got that speed, and he's physical. Right here, bubble screen, set it up, and look at him after the catch. I mean, his elusiveness, it is not quick twitch, sort of like, the smaller slot receivers. He is 6'1", over 200 pounds. He's a little lanky when he runs, but he's got some suddenness to his game. And when you can do stuff like this, and look at that, making defenders miss, showing balance, showing that speed, that toughness, that vision, that's a skill set that's going to translate very well. One more time, Jefferson, slot, pop, get him the ball, right? The blocks are setting up. But before he gets there, he's got to make a move. I mean, the defenders are closing in on him. Look at him plant that leg right there. And the defender is kicking his leg out, trying to trip him to get him on the ground. Right here, he's contacted in the back by a defender, keeps his balance, and then he continues to move the ball downfield, picking up extra yards. That is a skill set that's going to translate. It's a skill set that's going to work. Kirk Cousins is going to enjoy racking up passing yards at the hands of a player like this who can do so much damage after the catch. Right here, get the ball, plant, get upfield. Justin Jefferson, fantastic in that aspect of his game. Versus Florida, we're going to see a similar type of route, right? It's not a smoke screen, but just a quick hit, get the ball. Look at the physicality to get the defender off of him, and he's still dragging guys down the field. Now, I don't know how much dragging he's going to be doing in the NFL with those defenders, NFL caliber defenders, but this is Florida. This is an SEC defense. Get the ball to him quickly. Look at that. Power, balance. Again, we see that little dead leg that he has at the wide receiver position, trying to make defenders miss after the catch. And right here, Stefon Diggs, bottom of the screen, and you're going to just see speed, right? Deep route. Look at that. Adjust to the pass. Look at the adjustment by Stefon Diggs there. He's drifting to the inside. The ball is placed over his outside shoulder, so he's got to kind of weave back out and work back out outside. Watch this. We'll really see it from this angle. Watch him veer it back out, locate the ball, and then get it to the end zone. Justin Jefferson is fantastic at his route adjustment when the ball is in the air as well. And you'll see here he's in the bottom of the screen in the middle of this trips formation. He's going to get a clean release off of the line of scrimmage, and then he's going to create separation with another subtle jab step while he angles towards the pylon, which gives him just enough room to locate this pass, find Joe Burrow, locate the ball. You'll see a subtle push off on the defensive back, and then he makes this back shoulder grab. It's a great job of his skill set, again, of adjusting to the pass with his route while the ball is in the air. You'll see slow down, slight push off. He knows where the ball is the entire time. So while the defensive back is playing catch up, Jefferson knows exactly what he needs to do, and he did that. He won that route early off of the line with his route running ability. Here versus Texas at the top of the screen, you're going to see his ball adjustment in the air, and this is sort of his body control is fantastic. To be this slot player, his skill set, he can play all over the field. Don't forget in 2018, he lined up primarily on the outside. Look at this pass. Look at this catch. Extension, back shoulder with his hands, and it's going to freeze frame. Watch this right here. Ball's in the air. Adjust. Look at where Jefferson is right here. That is, I don't care if he's a slot receiver, an outside receiver, a flanker, a tight end. When you're making plays like that for your quarterback, that's a skill set that is going to be used and utilized at the next level. Right here, we're going to see Adam Thielen and take a look at his success on the outside, and you'll see at the bottom of the screen, he's a fantastic route runner. Adam Thielen worked his way from the gutter, from special teams, to being a Pro Bowl, all-pro caliber type wide receiver. So do not think that he is just limited to the inside. And we'll see it right here from 2018, lined up primarily on the outside. I mean, he played a lot on the outside in 2018. Here at the bottom of the screen, we'll see his ability to get deep. Again, lined up on the outside with Stefon Diggs in the slot. Double move, stutter go, locate the pass, and then let him do work after the catch. Adam Thielen is not going to have a problem transitioning to the outside. And if Minnesota's smart, they would utilize both of these pass catchers in multiple roles. Here at the top of the screen, look at this route. Just filthy. Filthy. Thielen is going to be fine on the outside. And when you talk about filth as far as the route running category, Justin Jefferson proved that he is one of the dirtiest in college football last year, because right here versus Ole Miss, goal line formation, he just makes the defensive back look silly. We'll bring it back a couple of times. And what's interesting about this play, what you'll see is Terrace Marshall is running a slant. the defensive back should be playing this inside route all day because there's no way Justin Jefferson's going to run out with the outside receiver coming in. Justin Jefferson sells the out hard with a slow rocker step, breaks it off on the inside for an easy touchdown. One more time in full speed. Just watch the patience. Set him up, rock him to sleep, break it back inside. TD Justin Jefferson. Hey, it's fantastic. And then his body control, right? Stefon Diggs here in the slot. Look at him work this. Body control, locate the pass, catch the ball. You're going to see it again. This is just outstanding body control from Stefon Diggs, who, again, Justin Jefferson will be looked at to replace that production. Diggs' body control when the ball's in the air. Look at this. Great adjustment. Body control. Knows where his hands are. Knows where the ball is. Makes an outstanding grab. Justin Jefferson here at the bottom of the screen. You're going to see his body control and adjustment right here. Let's slow it down. Deep pass. Same type of play, almost identical to Stefon Diggs. And the body control by Jefferson to adjust to that pass in the air and make the grab for his quarterback. I have no concerns about Justin Jefferson in this Minnesota Vikings offense. If anything, he's one of the highest upside rookie wide receivers out of this 2020 class, and it would not shock me at all if at the end of the 2020 season we said that Justin Jefferson was the leading receiver out of this rookie class for the 2020 year. He's a fantastic slot receiver. He can play outside. He's dynamic after the catch, and he's explosive enough to get downfield and exploit defensive backs. This is a fantastic fit for the Vikings, fantastic fit for Justin Jefferson, and for you owners of him in Dynasty, for you owners of Adam Thielen, you should not be concerned. Be happy and rejoice because both of these players are going to serve well on your fantasy rosters. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Fantasy Outlook, Jefferson, Adam Thielen. If you've yet to subscribe to the channel, make sure you do so. And if you have not checked out the Destination Devy Patreon, make sure you do that. Patreon.com/allgas. Until next time, y'all be easy. Peace.